Hi, hello everyone, Kelvin here from London Stereo Vuex, reviewing all types of hi-fi equipment, old, new, anything I can get my hands on, and trying to give you as much information really about what things sound like, what sounds better, what what matches well, what isn't good, anything. I'm just trying to, because I've been messing around with hi-fi for a long time. So, okay, what do we have today? Gonna concentrate today on this at the bottom, which is the Linn LK85 power amp. Yes, now that is the Linn KOLECKTOR preamp, which is kind of the companion to it, but I won't concentrate on that today. The Linn power amp, and I've mostly been comparing it with that power amp, NAIM NAP 100. That's 50 watts, that's 62 watts. Actually feels, literally feels more powerful. Sometimes something's 40, something's 60 and you can't tell, that actually does seem more powerful because it's got a lot more. It goes lower, it basically goes lower. I'll come to that in the sound, but Linn, if you don't know, started life making a turntable called the Linn Sondek, which was almost the the high end, the super deck of the 70s and early 80s. Yes, I mean, curiously, the Linn Sondek is almost identical in design to the Thorens TD150, but I'll go into that another time. But I think it's funny that or interesting, Scotland, Norway, cold countries, you want a good hi-fi. The nights are long, you want to snuggle up with a nice hi-fi. It's got to be good. I think cold countries are interested in hi-fi, and I don't know, Hawaii, I don't think there's a big hi-fi industry there. That's how it works. Anyway, okay, let's get into the sound of this. I've been playing loads of songs on this, then on that, then on actually some different power amps. I've kept the same preamp. That was the preamp I used all the time. Quite a lot of interesting things come up. Let me say from the offset, Linn is a pretty top banana company. NAIM is also top of the range stuff, right? So all the things I'm gonna flag up of the differences and the sounds of this amp and this amp, it's all fine. Yes, it's all pretty fine. Basically, they're both great things. Excuse me. But there is actually, I would say, these are remarkably different, or more different than a lot of sounds that you'll get in that in the world of power amps. If anything has a big difference, I would say these two are quite different. Let me do a song for you. Great song that someone recommended to me, You Can't Hold No Groove by Victor Wootan, who's a bass soloist. I don't think there's any singing, or maybe a little bit of singing in this song. So all incredible virtuoso bass playing like you've never heard before. Brilliantly recorded, really good, testing out the low end and the general. A good song to test your hi-fi with. So that showed up immediately. The big differences between that and that. The NAIM is basically orientated higher frequencies. Yes, the Linn, I would say, is more normal, if not bass, not boosted, but you're getting more low bass from this Linn than you're getting from that. The result of that is this gives you the certainly effect that it's got more detail, because it's kind of showing you detail, and this is kind of showing you more the whole picture, and particularly the low end. But let me go on, and I'll go on to some other songs and you'll get the picture of the differences here. I did a song What's so funny about Peace, Love and Understanding by Nick Lowe? This is a solo version, just him on a guitar. Well, there is a band, but mostly it's him on guitar. It's not the one with Elvis Costello. Big difference. The voice, his voice is bigger on this Linn. His voice is bigger, you know, it's just a little bit lower, a little bit more chesty. I mean, to describe this in different ways, you might call that NAIM more like a purist's amp. And this is, I don't want to say it's impure, it's not impure, but this is kind of more luxurious, you know, it's giving you more of that low end. Let me do some more songs and you'll get the picture. So I had to do Take It Easy by the Eagles. I mean, I play these, you know, sometimes ordinary songs. I also did Backstabbers by the OJs, which is actually a great song with an orchestra and a horn section. It's a single from the 1970s. But they went to town on those songs, you know. They spent a lot of money on the, you know, literally orchestras. But I play these ordinary songs. I feel like it's a good way to test things, and I know some people in the hi-fi world will play only a duet between a snare drum and a mandolin, and there'll be like long spells of silence and someone going ting tong tang ta tang, and that snare drum will sound fantastic. But it's not music, and I don't actually feel like it's a good test. I think that songs that don't sound fantastic, or, you know, that aren't the living end in productions, they're also they're better tests. They're better, because if you can make those things sound lovely, that's a great hi-fi. You know, that's what a real good hi-fi is going to do. It's not going to just reveal the great stuff. It's going to lift everything. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Take It Easy. The Eagles, because it's got all these voices. It was revealed that this NAIM is probably super authentic in that vocal range, but it didn't go down so low. It didn't give me the rhythm so good, because what I'm getting with this Linn, it's only 62 watts, but it feels like a beefy 62 watts. I'm really getting low end fun. I'm getting real good low end, you know, and that's what you can get if you've got big speakers. I would really say you've got to have kind of big speakers. That's what, getting into the high end, that's what you start to get, that you can't really get from small speakers or weaker amps. It's the big plus of high end, is low bass that's really lucid and well defined, you know. So I was really getting a lot of nice low end on here. And I'm going to use this word super minimally, but, you know, a tiny bit synthetic, you see. I hate to say the word synthetic, because I know people go, oh my God, synthetic, that's terrible, no one wants that. But there's no other way for me to describe it, really. But I do mean a tiny bit compared to that one, you know. Okay, so really this is, if I had to say, this is probably seeming like it's got more detail because it's giving you the higher end, which has got the, you know, the cutting edges of detail. They're both really high quality amps. They're both delivering loads of nice detail. Let me go to my general thing. And I'm also going to do a thing like, to really make myself make a decision here or give you information. It's like, if I was on a desert island and I had to pick between that, and it's literally that or that, you can't have both, what one would I have? So I actually came out with that. I would have this Linn, because it's giving me more low-end fun. And this isn't giving me real low-end fun. You know, you'd probably have to have 100 watt power amp like from NAIM to get the power down there. And this is giving it to me, so it's kind of got an extra dimension, you know, putting it, maybe that's exaggerating slightly. The Linn is more involving in the low end. The name is more correct on vocals. It's brighter. Neither of them are wrong. They're both great. Yeah, the name is the edge and detail. The Linn, I put here, the Linn is more romantic. Yeah, it's like this Linn is like, I'm gonna have a, 3 hours on the sofa with my girlfriend. That's the one I want. Serious, it's kind of that low end kind of moves you. At low end kind of, it does something to your physiology that just pure detail doesn't do. Yeah, okay, I think I probably go through. Did I talk about price? I can't remember. I mean, these go for about 150 quid. This goes for about 300 quid. I can't remember if I said that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to review a Linn Sondeck soon. Thanks. Bye for now.